Have you ever looked up and seen geese flying south in a perfect V formation, their wings beating in unison as they cross the sky? It's a sight that signals the changing seasons and reminds us of nature's incredible patterns. Or maybe you've heard about monarch butterflies. Tiny, delicate creatures, traveling thousands of miles, braving storms and predators, just to reach their winter homes. Their journey is one of the most remarkable migrations on Earth. These are just glimpses into the vast and awe-inspiring phenomenon of animal migration, a natural wonder that connects continents and ecosystems. For millions of years, animals of all shapes and sizes have moved across continents, searching for food, safety, and better weather. Migration is a survival strategy woven into the very fabric of life, ensuring that species thrive even as conditions change. But today, this ancient rhythm is being disrupted. The familiar patterns that have guided animals for generations are shifting in unexpected ways. Migrations are getting longer, destinations are changing, and some animals are leaving their homes and not coming back. The routes that once led to safety and abundance are now filled with new dangers and uncertainty. Millions of animals that once called the United States home are now altering their travel plans, leaving earlier, traveling farther, or abandoning their traditional homes altogether. Some species are even disappearing from places where they were once common. This isn't random, it's a direct response to dramatic changes in their environment. Droughts, wildfires, and melting ice are transforming the landscapes animals depend on, forcing them to adapt or move on. Scientists are racing to understand these changes. By tracking animal movements with satellite collars and observing their journeys, researchers are uncovering urgent clues about the health of our planet and the challenges ahead. The journeys of these animals are more than just incredible feats of endurance, they are messages, warnings about the mounting challenges facing our world, and the delicate balance of nature. So let's dive deeper into the story of why millions of animals are leaving the United States, and discover what their journeys mean for the future of wildlife, our environment, and all of us who share this planet. Animal migration is the large-scale, purposeful movement of species from one place to another, often involving entire populations traveling together across vast distances. This incredible phenomenon is seen in birds, mammals, fish, and even insects, each following ancient routes that have been used for generations. These journeys are often tied to the changing seasons, as animals respond to shifts in temperature, daylight, and food availability. As autumn leaves fall or snow melts in spring, countless creatures begin their epic travels. Some migrations are truly astonishing in scale. The Arctic tern, for example, travels from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back each year, a round trip of nearly 44,000 miles, making it the longest migration in the animal kingdom. To find their way, animals use a remarkable set of tools. Many birds can sense the Earth's magnetic field, almost like having an internal compass that guides them across continents and oceans. Others rely on the position of the sun and the stars, navigating by celestial cues that have guided travelers for millennia. Some species, like wolves and salmon, use their keen sense of smell to follow invisible trails, retracing the paths of their ancestors year after year. Migration is essential for survival, allowing animals to find food, breed, and escape harsh conditions. For many, it's a matter of life and death, reaching a safe place to raise young or avoiding freezing winters and scorching summers. But migration is a delicate balance, relying on the precise timing of seasons, the availability of food, and the presence of healthy habitats along the way. A single misstep can have devastating consequences. Along their routes, animals depend on stopover sites, places to rest, refuel, and recover before continuing their journey. These habitats are lifelines for weary travelers. If any part of the system changes, if a river dries up, a forest is cleared, or a stopover disappears, the entire migration can be thrown off, putting whole populations at risk. A late spring, a lost stopover, or a sudden change in weather can mean disaster for migrating animals, leaving them stranded or starving. As our world changes, through climate shifts, habitat loss, and human development, these ancient journeys are becoming more difficult and uncertain than ever before. Migration is not just a habit, it's the key to survival for countless species, connecting ecosystems across the globe and shaping the natural world in profound ways. And now, that key is under threat. Protecting migration means protecting the future of wildlife and the balance of nature itself. The United States is a crossroads for migratory animals, from monarch butterflies fluttering through meadows to humpback whales breaching the ocean's surface. Every year, a spectacular movement unfolds across the land, sky, and sea, as millions of creatures embark on epic journeys that have shaped the continent's natural rhythms for millennia. Monarch butterflies, with their delicate orange wings, travel up to 3,000 miles to reach the forests of Mexico. This incredible migration is one of nature's wonders, but it's under threat. As milkweed and other vital habitats disappear due to agriculture and urban sprawl, their numbers are dropping dramatically, putting the future of this migration in jeopardy. Billions of birds, from majestic sandhill cranes to tiny, energetic warblers, cross the country each year. They follow ancient flyways that stretch from the Arctic tundra to the tropics, relying on stopover habitats to rest and refuel. These birds connect distant ecosystems, carrying seeds and pollens, and their journeys are essential to the health of our environment. In the oceans, humpback whales undertake one of the longest migrations of any mammal, traveling thousands of miles from the icy waters of Alaska to the warm breeding grounds of Hawaii or Mexico. Along the way, they face threats from ship strikes, entanglement, and changing ocean conditions. Loggerhead sea turtles, after nesting on Florida's sandy beaches, cross the vast Atlantic Ocean. Their journey is perilous, with dangers from fishing nets, pollution, and loss of nesting sites, yet they persist, guided by instincts honed over millions of years. Even on land, animals like the pronghorn antelope still make long migrations across the western plains. These swift runners once roamed freely, but now their ancient paths are increasingly blocked by roads, fences, and expanding development, making their journeys more difficult and dangerous. These journeys, once seamless and wild, are becoming more perilous as habitats shrink, fragment, and change. Wetlands dry up, forests are cleared, and grasslands are lost, leaving fewer safe places for animals to rest and feed along the way. From the smallest insect to the largest whale, these animals are part of America's migratory heritage. Their movements are woven into the fabric of our ecosystems, supporting biodiversity and even shaping the landscapes we know. But their epic travels are now at risk. Barriers like highways, cities, and climate change threaten to break the ancient connections that have existed for generations. The Great Migration story is changing before our eyes. As landscapes transform, so too do the roots and rhythms of these remarkable travelers. Who will return next year, and who won't? The answer's uncertain, and the stakes are higher than ever. The answer depends on what we do next. By protecting habitats, creating safe passages, and supporting conservation, we can help ensure that these incredible migrations continue for generations to come. Why are animals abandoning their traditional homes? The answer: their world is changing fast. Habitat loss is a major driver. Forests, wetlands, and grasslands are being replaced by cities, roads, and farms. Food sources are disappearing. Monarch caterpillars need milkweed, but it's vanishing from fields and gardens. Changes in ocean temperatures push fish and krill away, forcing whales and seabirds to follow. Overhunting, bycatch, and pollution add to the pressure. Animals are forced to seek safer, healthier places. Chemical runoff poisons rivers and lakes, while plastic pollution chokes our oceans. Even light and noise from cities disrupt migration, confusing birds and sea turtles. All these factors combine to make traditional habitats unlivable. Animals are left with no choice but to move on. The world they once knew is disappearing. Climate change is now the biggest force reshaping animal migration. As the planet warms, species adapted to cooler climates are being pushed north or to higher elevations. Birds like the Baltimore oriole are shifting their summer range into Canada, following the climate they need. Fish such as black sea bass are moving northward along the coast, chasing cooler waters. Warming also disrupts the timing of migration. Birds may arrive too late for the insect feast their chicks need, leading to breeding failures. Extreme weather, hurricanes, droughts, wildfires, destroys habitats and forces animals to flee. Entire regions are becoming inhospitable, leaving animals with nowhere to go. The ancient migration calendar is out of sync. Climate change is rewriting the map for millions of animals. Their survival depends on how quickly they can adapt, or how quickly we act. Human activity is the common thread behind habitat loss, food shortages, and climate change. Expanding cities, roads, and farms fragment habitats, making it harder for animals to survive and migrate. Burning fossil fuels heats the planet, forcing animals to move in search of cooler climates. Pollution, from pesticides to plastics, poisons land and water, harming countless species. Even city lights can disorient migrating birds and sea turtles. We are reshaping ecosystems faster than animals can adapt. Recognizing our impact is the first step toward change. Our choices, big and small, shape the future of wildlife. The fate of migrating animals is in our hands. When migratory animals disappear, entire ecosystems suffer. Birds and bats control pests. Without them, farmers rely more on harmful pesticides. Pollinators like hummingbirds and monarchs help plants reproduce. Without them, crops and wildflowers decline. Migrating animals spread seeds and nutrients, helping forests and plants thrive. Salmon bring ocean nutrients to inland forests. Without them, entire ecosystems grow poorer. These animals are indicator species. Their absence signals environmental trouble. As biodiversity declines, ecosystems become less stable and resilient. The loss of migration is a warning sign for us all. What starts as a silent spring can end in a broken ecosystem. The stakes are higher than we think. There is hope. Many solutions are already making a difference. Protecting and restoring habitats through parks and wildlife refuges gives animals safe places to rest and breed. Creating wildlife corridors connects fragmented habitats, allowing safe passage for migrating species. Reducing pollution, by cutting plastic use, cleaning up rivers and using fewer chemicals, protects animals and their homes. Shifting to clean energy tackles climate change at its root. Citizen science lets everyone help. By tracking birds or butterflies, you contribute valuable data for conservation. Every action, big or small, adds up. We all have a role to play in protecting these journeys. The future of migration depends on what we do now. Together we can make a difference. The story of migrating animals is a reminder that we're all connected. Our choices shape the fate of these species and our own future. Planting native flowers, avoiding pesticides, and providing water or shelter can turn your backyard into a wildlife haven. Supporting conservation organizations and visiting parks helps protect habitats on a larger scale. Raising awareness and advocating for strong environmental policies amplifies our impact. The future of migration depends on our willingness to act. Every bird, whale, and butterfly is a testament to nature's resilience. Let's work together to keep these incredible journeys alive. It's our shared responsibility, and a legacy worth fighting for. The next chapter is up to us.